Previously on the Pastor's
Interrupt this
Chronicles.
Bird Box Explain for a special message for Netflix. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. But this still doesn't explain the biggest mystery of the film. What the hell is the monster? Now, for the purposes of this segment, I'm going to go back referring to it as a creature and as a force, so just bear with me here. So let's start with what we know. Starting in and around summer, a mysterious force appeared in parts of Siberia and Russia, which made people suicidal. This force then spread over a matter of days, eventually spreading to California, where the majority of our story takes place. As evidenced with Jessica, this force, when seen, alters people's psychological makeup, and this alteration manifests itself in different ways depending on the person. For example, happy people like Mallory's sister or Lydia, Douglas's wife, who he called the kindest woman on earth, killed themselves. Mallory even says when describing her sister being taken over that this force made her sister sad. This creature also draws you in by manipulating your thoughts. When Lydia is drawn to it, she hears her mom talking to her, a mom Douglas exclaims has been dead for 10 years. On the other hand, we have those who are affected by this force in different ways, those who aim to harm others, like Charlie's co-worker, who he tells us is an ex-convict, and the mental asylum escapees from Northwood. These evil ones all have in common a violent or mentally deranged past. They have already lived their deepest, darkest fears and thus are affected differently by this creature than others.
Okay, this is a spoiler alert. I just want to break some things down to you, Chronicle Nation. What is this monster that affects people differently? What power controls how people think and manipulates an individual's makeup? It's revealed as a creature or a monster that you can't see, but when you look at it, it controls your belief and molds your thinking. Do you think Bird Box is telling us what it is? Of course. Remember, it contains and trigger. It controls and contains, and they have triggers or trigger words that causes rage and suicidal thoughts. It will also cause people to get furious. It is a mysterious passive force that spreads and affects us all in one way or another. This force draws you in by manipulating your thought routine. What do you think it is? It is mass media, family. It is mass media, family. It is mass media. And we're going to break this down in this chronicle. What is the secret society saying here to one another? That they're going to use mass media, social media, to control the masses, to control what the masses do, believe, act, hate, love. Mass media is the Bird Box. It is the control mechanism that causes people to react the way they react.
And just a note, I do know that not all who are psychologically damaged are violent. I know I'll get hate in the comments if I don't bring that up. The TV announcer says it's not a virus and its origins are unknown. But Charlie, our resident conspiracy theorist, believes he has an explanation. What's happening is the endgame, or end of the world. Humanity has been judged and we've been found wanting, judged by what he refers to as spirit creatures who take the form of our worst fears, deepest sadness, and greatest loss. Thus, a slew of demons from around the world who manipulate the minds of their victims. These demons come from various religions and mythologies and include the Akamana and Devas from the Middle East Zoroastrian religion, Surrogat from ancient Christian occultists, and the interesting thing about this one is it made pregnant women believe their children were lobsters or spiders. It cuts directly to pregnant Mallory when he says this. There's also the Hula Jane from China and the Puka from Hulu. He says they're all different names, but they all mean the same thing, the end of us. But one thing we know is that we can't see it, and that's why we actually never see these creatures in the film. The filmmakers wanted us to put us in the shoes of the characters, to have us, the viewer, as blind as them.
Welcome to Zero-Days Chronicle. Before starting the video, make sure to smash that like button. Do it now, it only takes a second to do it. And hit the subscribe button and the bell to turn on notifications so you can be informed whenever I upload new Chronicles. Also, visit my website, that is tpchronicles.com. There you can read articles and see videos that cannot be uploaded on YouTube. You don't want to miss those videos. The link is in the description box below. Also, join me on Facebook, Twitter, IG, TikTok, social platforms. If you are down with the campaign, type CN, which stands for Chronicle Nation, in the comment section. On that note, let's get into this next video, and it goes like this.
The Soviet Union confiscated the guns, and by 1953, 20 million dissidents, unable to defend themselves, had been killed. The Turkish gun confiscation took place in 1911. Just 6 years later, and 1.5 million souls were lost. Germany's gun confiscation took place in 1938. Cambodia had theirs in 1956. 20 years later, 1 million defenseless people were gone. Guatemala implemented gun control in 1964. By 1981, 100,000 defenseless Mayan Indians were gone. Uganda went for gun control in 1970. By 1979, 300,000 more were lost. So many people don't appreciate what we have. Researching the correlation between confiscation and genocide is a great assignment for high school students.
Welcome back to TPC, which stands for the Pastor's Chronicles. This is Zero-Day Chronicle Chapter 1G. Before we get started, I just want to address this. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you won't miss out whenever I upload new Chronicles. Be a part of this movement, the Chronicle Nation. Your likes and comments will also help the algorithm so many people can see this video. Upon that note, let's go ahead and go forward with this video, and we're going to touch on mind control and how these shootings come about. Stay tuned.
Have that. We are on location now in the bank privacy room, security room, privacy room, whatever. And we are now going to put in the first set of record tapes to make sure that Mommy doesn't find them under the bed. Hello? Hi, Mom. Right now, well, I'm with Cal. Yeah, well, I'll be home for dinner. Mom, I said I was going to be home for dinner. I'm going to be home for dinner. Alright, bye. So, that is that on top of that, isn't it?
So they really can't get in there?
They can't get in. They can't touch us now. They have no access to these tapes once they're sealed back up there. No one can open them except for me. Here, you wanna look inside the box and like
Feel it off. You take it. You want to touch it, Cal? Do you want to touch it, big boy? Here, touch my box. Come on, touch it. Really, touch it, touch it.
You want to feel any questions that our viewers may have?
So what about Eric and Dalen, the actual Columbine shooters? Were these two young men heroes of the Drago or the Dragon Brotherhood? You bet they were. You can count on it. To a point, they made Zero-Day an elephant to communicate this so-called outstanding performance. Not to mention an example of future plans to put dread in the American people that gun brutality will resume upon the citizens of the United States of America and worldwide. All right, people, let's take it to the news. Let's see. Let's go out of here. Let's look at what we have here. What do we have here? Shootings, Fox News. Shootings, New York Post. Shootings, latest news. Overnight New York shootings lead 3 people wounded. Mass shooting in 2022, gun violence. Let's go there. Mass shootings in 2022. Okay. Goodness gracious. All right, so August 14th, Arizona. Arizona, you have 1 killed, 4 injured. The 14th, so all this is the 14th. This is in Maryland. This is in Illinois, Chicago. 1 killed, 4 injured. Okay, if you remember the 0 day that I did, I want to say is chapter 1E or D. We started talking about numerics, and the number 4 was all over the place. If you notice, 4 is all over the place, and also on that police car, we seen 1 and 4, 41, 41, 41, 41, 41. If you notice that, look at all these shootings. The incident ID, look at all these shootings, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Ohio, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Nebraska, Florida. Now let's look at the killings and the wounded. Can you see the identification? All of it is similar. 1, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 6, 9, and remember we said that number 6 is also a code number. There goes 6 again. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5. Okay. Let's keep going. Ohio, Columbus, 5, 4, 4, 4, 7, 4, 8, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4. Can you see that, people? Think this is a coincidence? Come on now. So, mass shootings, all these shootings, people. Cali 5, Washington 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. All 4s, people. So everybody going to get together that's going to shoot each other in each state. Going to say we're going to shoot 4 people. All right, let's see. Pennsylvania, 4 injured, 4 injured. And that's in Pennsylvania, 14th, July the 14th, and then the 13th and the 14th, 4, 4. Indiana, Minnesota, 3 injured, 1 killed, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 6, 5. You understand? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, all the way down.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It's the latest edition of Riddles for Retards from the National Basketball Association. And today it's Steph Curry signing a $215 million contract on the 215th day of the year with the Warriors, who are originally from Philadelphia, home of the 215 area code. And, of course, the NBA in recent years has done the area codes advertising campaign. And year after year, their games are rigged by the numbers on the court, off the court, paying tribute to area codes, gematria, and everything else that we document. And, again, I maintain, are these players even really making this money? I mean, how far does this go? Is it just made up numbers day after day by a code? But come on, you guys, $215 million on the 215th day of the year. Remember, yesterday was the 214th day of the year. In gematria, COVID vaccine equals 214 the big way, 70 the small way. We supposedly hit the goal on the 214th day of the year, 70% vaccinated. Then the vaccine couple officially got divorced. Melinda Gates equals 214 and 70 on that day. On the 214th day of the year. I mean, it's just the same stuff day after day, you guys. But look out for Cleveland tomorrow. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I don't want to put any bad juju on Bone Thugs, but yeah, I'm just saying Cleveland 216 area code tomorrow. Bone equals 216 in Sumerian gematria. Anyway, Steph Curry, big fraud. And you got to ask yourself, like, how could you give him the record amount of money at this point with this age and the injury history and the fact of the way he lost? Do the Warriors even want him on their team after how he lost the championship in the 73rd season? By the way, you guys, his brother right now is on the Philadelphia 76ers, right? Seth Curry's on the 76ers. Next season's the 76th season. But don't forget the way the 73rd NBA season ended. The Warriors needed a two-pointer. Steph Curry was triple teamed. His entire team was wide open. Could have dished it off to anyone who could have scored the easy two, but instead he, dribbled around, got deep behind the three-point line, threw up a crazy brick, and that was the end of the finals. It's like, wait a minute, you didn't need a three. Your whole team was open. That's the way you're going to end your season? What kind of basketball player are you? But then here we are, years later, after missing a season and getting older. Record money, $215 million on the 215th day of the year. Again, these are riddles.
And these are different states: Ohio, Minnesota, Illinois, Florida, Illinois, Michigan, North Carolina, Alabama. And that's on the 4th page. Please take this time to subscribe, hit the bell to turn on your notifications. You may need to come back sometime Tuesdays and Thursdays around 5:45 Eastern Standard Time because YouTube believes in shadow blocking, which means everyone will not get notifications because what they're trying to do is destroy all channels like this that exposes what the enemies are doing. Why do you think you are seeing so many fours? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. If you turn 4 upside down, you have 6, 6, 6, 6. And I want you to understand that dualism of 4. Okay, number 1, the number 4 is one that holds us back in some ways. This is according to the occult. This is what they believe. It is a very limited number and refuses to allow creativity to flow properly. When this number is presented, it likely represents that you are stuck in a rut and unwilling to get out of that rut. This number is not one that works well with others, and overall, depending on where you are in life, it can really hold you back. Now let's look at it when it's combined with 11. Now, I want you to understand that according to the elite, the 11 is an unlucky number in numerology. 4 times 11 gives you 44. The number 44 is one that incredible at healing also breaks down things that you may hold dear. It breaks down things that you may hold dear. This number, when we see it, could signify the end of something you truly feel you need, and that's never easy to face. I want to say that again. This number, 4 times 11, gives you 44. This number, when clearly seen, it represents something you truly feel you need, and that's never easy to face. The way this one plays out makes all the difference. And this is why we're seeing 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 4, 11, 1, 1, 11, 4, 4, 44. This is why we're seeing this, people. And this is the language behind these shootings that we are seeing in 2022. So this mass shooting right here that happened in Illinois in Highland Park, Central Avenue, 2nd Street, 8 killed, 29 injured. Mass shootings. Look at all these 4s. Clinton, North Carolina. Man, I heard of Clinton, North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina. Mass shooting, 6 injured. Can you see what they're doing? They lobbying this stuff, people. So people can be like, guns is a terrible issue. Let's get rid of guns. 9 dead and 3 mass shootings across the United States of America. When was this? June the 6th, 2022. 9 dead and 3 mass shootings. 9 dead and 3 mass shootings. Now remember I told you that when you hear of 9, right? It's an upside down 6. 6, 9 is also a masculine number for the synagogues of Satan. So you got 9 and it's 3. Turn 9 upside down, you got 3 6s. Let me turn you on to something else. In the occult, the number 9 is one that holds a bit of cynical energy with it. This number represents big changes, and those changes can be quite scary. It reminds us that we are in a transition period, and that can be both good and bad. There go dualism right there. It reminds us that we are in a transition period, and that can be both good and bad depending on how you look at it. New World Order. When you see this number, it might make you feel as if you're about to fall, and that is not something anyone wants to face. And according to the occult, the end justifies the means, and number 9 represents something that we don't want to encounter, and that is these mass shootings. In other words, the end justifies the means is used to say that a desired result is so good or important that any method, even a moral bad one, may be used to achieve it. And when it happened, June the 6th, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 6, right? There go your 6, 6. Then remember the date and the time, the hour, how many souls died or got injured. All of it is numerics, people. Shooters in 3 American cities killed 9 people and wounded 2 dozen. More on Saturday night. There go again on the weekends. Check it out, people. Check out Zero-Day. I think it's chapter. I'm gonna put it here in this chronicle so you can see it for yourself. You know, there it is, people. Everything on the weekend, right? Because what is it about the weekend? That's when a lot of rituals, blood sacrifices happen. Rituals, especially the witchcraft hours. During the morning times, what man called the morning time, the Bible called the evening times, around 12 a.m. or 1 a.m., 2 a.m. These are the witchcraft times. So let's say in Philadelphia, a confrontation between 2 men escalated into a gunfight that sprayed bullets into a crowded bar and restaurant district, killing 3 people. There go your 12, and wounded 12 and setting off panic as people tried to flee, police said. Similar to that, a shooting broke out after midnight. There it is. What did I just tell you? Can I tell you midnight? Witchcraft hours near a bar in Tennessee after midnight on, there you go, Saturday, killing 3 and wounding 14. Mass shootings. Why you think they want these mass shootings? Because they want your AR-15s. That's why they want these mass shootings, because they want your AR-15. Let's go to the Washington Post. 2021, this was given Monday, okay, May the 24th, okay, 2021. We can go as far as what we touched on, 8:41. You know, the 8:41 a.m. when, you know, the 2 troublemakers went to the school at 8:41 a.m. So look at this. 2 times 4 is what? 8. Then you have 2 plus 2 is 4. 8:41. People, let me tell you something. Listen. I want you to understand that things they want you see what they want you to see. All the things that you're seeing are communications, family. The hand gestures, the symbolisms, the numbers all mean something, and we're gonna have a look. We're gonna take a look at it. So you look at updated. That's CNN, right? CNN, all right. You look at the update 3:23 p.m. Now, one thing about the synagogues of Satan, sits means a lot to them. Sits means a lot to them. You understand? 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. You understand? 6, 6, 6. And you saying you're going too far? Hold that thought. Believe me, CNN may mean something as well. A lot of things mean something. They have meanings. And this is how they communicate to one another across the field, across the world. And also 6, 9, 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 3 is 6. 6, 9 also has its occult satanic meaning. Okay? So there were at least 12 mass shootings across the U.S. this weekend. And this happened May the 24th, 2021. Let's go down. Remember I told you about 11 and 6-9. A series of mass shootings over the weekend left at least 11, there were your 11 people dead and another 6-9 injured. They're going to use the numbers. They're going to use these numbers, people. Another thing, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. 33. The highest form of masonry is the 33rd degree. So if you look at this, there were at least 12. That's 3. Okay? 2 plus 1 is 3. And also 2 times 6 is 12. So they bind them together, adding, multiplying, whatever, and it gives a language. There's a language behind the adding and subtracting and multiplying of these numeric numbers. You get what I'm saying? So watch this. So there were at least 12 mass shootings between Friday night, Sunday, according to CNN reporting. Okay, watch this. Let's go down. The shootings took place across, there go your number, and we're gonna find out what that is. 8 states. 8. All right. So keep that in mind. CNN defines a mass shooting as a watch this, incident with what? 4. There go your 8-4. And what time did them guys go to the school? It was 8:41 a.m. And we find out that 8:41 also means 11. So you had your 4. First of all, 8 states. The shootings took place in 8 states. There go your 8. The incident with 4. There go your 8 and 4. You understand what I'm saying? 4 or more people killed or wounded by gunfire. All right. So far this year, more than 7,500 people. There goes 7 plus 5 is what, y'all? That's 12. There go your 12, your 2 and 1, or your 6. Okay? How many people? 12 mass shootings. Okay? There go your 12 right there. All right? So if you take 12, you subtract 1 from 2, it gives you 11. There go your 11 again. All right? And so it says people have died from gun violence across the U.S. according to GVA. There's also been 23% in deaths, uptick in deaths from gun violence this year. There go your 2 and 3 people. 2 times 3 is what? 6. Okay? There go your 6 right there. Watch this. Here's a look at the shootings that took place over the weekend. Now watch the numbers, y'all. Watch the numbers. 4 injured in Chicago. 4 injured in Illinois shooting. 44. There you go. 4 times 11 is what? 44. Watch this. Check out the numbers, man. The numbers going to add up in all events that's taking place. Whether it's how many people are shooting, the time or the date or the Roman numerals, they're adding up of numbers. All of it is the same number, basically. Although it multiply into the same number. You get what I'm saying? For example, here we go. 4 injured in Chicago, 4 injured in Illinois shooting. Just why couldn't it be 7 injured and let's say 16 injured? No, there go your 44. And 44 is a big number. When you add the numbers together, it is a whole communication family. Watch this. So the men, watch this, the men ages 20 to 41. Why is it that they age 20 to 41? Remember back here, watch this. Remember back here in 0 Day when the young man was going to shoot up the people in the high school, it was what? 841, right? 4 times 2 is what? 8. There go your 4, and there go your 1. 841. Watch this. Were near the outside of the resident when they heard shots and felt pain. And an incident report from the police department website said 3 of the men, there go your 3. There go your 3, right? Are in good condition, while the 4th, there go your 4, who is 41. 4 plus 4 is what? There go your 4, and there go your 1. 8:41 a.m., the young men went into the school shooting, which also converts to 11:40. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what we're seeing here is that 0-Day Chronicle or 0-Day movie is pointing towards all the shootings that's happening in real time. You understand what I'm saying? So we just identified 841 right here, 841 right here, right? Then you got your 3s and you got your 666 and you got your 333s, which represents the satanic Masonic movement. Okay, let's go on. 4 injured, just 35 miles. 8. There go your 8, right? And there go your 4. Watch this. Police responded to this celebration event at a theater shortly after what? 1 a.m. There go your 8. There go your 4. And there go your 1. And there go your 8 m. And what is it? A shooting. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going, people. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Now let's go down. 3 dead, 3 injured. Watch this. There go your 3. There go your 6. And what happened when you see them throwing up a 6 and they have their fingers up like an OK? That's your 666, right? So watch this. You got your 6. Your 3 6s is 666 plus, watch this, Youngstown police are trying to interview a large number of possible witnesses after a shooting on May the 23rd. There go your 666 people. Okay? So 3 people, watch this, 3 people are killed, right? At least 3 others injured. When did this happen? Shortly after what? 2 a.m. There go your 3, 3, 6, 6 people. Watch this. 3 injured, your 3 6s. 3 plus 1 is what, y'all? 4, right? There go your 4, all right? 1 person is dead and 3 injured, right? Gunfire was still going off when the officers arrived at the apartment. This is Indiana, okay? There go your 4, okay? There go your 4, and there go your 4. 44, all right? All right. So, the gunfire started when? Around 12:45 a.m. Now, remember, now, 4 subtract 12 is what? 8, right? There go your 8. There go your 4. 4 subtract 5 is what? 1. There go your 8:41 a.m. What happened at 8:41 a.m.? Gunfire. Gunfire. It's going to surround the predictive programming movies, family. It's going to surround the predictive programming movies. There go your 8. There go your 8:41 right here, family. Hidden in plain sight. All right? And also, your 11:40 is also hidden in plain sight. You go 5 plus 4 is 11. There go your 11, right? There go your 4, right? And 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 subtract 5 is 0. There go your 11:40 a.m. hidden in plain sight. There go 4 again. 4 injured at Norfolk, Virginia. Why 4? 4 in each state? Why 4, people? Think about it. This is not a coincidence, people. This is a plan. It is a setup. Why 4? 4 in Virginia, 4 in Indiana. You got 4 in Illinois, 4 in Chicago. Okay? All right, let's go down here. 26-year-old man is critical condition. No, let's go back. Boom, boom, boom. 5 people were injured in a shooting, right? Police found 3 people injured. They go 8, right? 2 other people who were involved in the same shooting also sought treatment at a local hospital. All right? They go, okay, remember you got your 5 people here. You got your 8 people there, right? All right? You got 5 and 3 right here. That's 8. Then you got your 2. Then you got your 2 right here. A 26-year-old man, you got your 2. You got your 4. And then you got your 6. Subtract your 5 is 8:41 a.m. And what happened at 8:41 a.m.? The young men went in and started shooting. What happened right here in New Jersey? People started shooting. Has everything to do with shooting. There go your 6. Okay, there go your 6 right here in 6. And then also, excuse me, also there go your 4. And why you think that they showed these photos right here? Why you think they showed you these photos right here? You understand what I'm saying? There go your 4, and there go your 4. 4 times 11 is 44. Okay, and there go your 11 right here. There go your 11 right here, people. You understand? Now let's go on. May the 22nd. What did it say? May the 22nd. Yeah. May the 22nd. There go your 4, and there go your 4. There go your 8. There go your 4, and there go your 1 a.m. Okay? The shooting took place. Right? And then you got your 8 and your 4, which is 12. Subtract 1 from 12 is what? 11, then you got your 4, and 2 subtract 2 is 0, or you have your 0 right here. Okay? People, I'm telling you, this is what they're doing. You got your 16-year-old girl was killed, and 5 others were injured. Okay? 5 subtract 6 is what, people? You got your 11 right there, right? There's your 11, and there's your 4, or there's your 11, there's your 4, there's your 11, 4 a.m. 11:40 a.m. Okay? One victim, the 16-year-old, was taken to a local hospital where she died shortly after 1 a.m. At the 1 a.m., then you got your 11. Okay? 1 subtract 6 is 5. Another 1 subtract the 5 is 4. You got your 1, 1, and you got your 40 a.m. where a young 16-year-old and them young guys, they were what? They was teenagers. They went into school and started killing teenagers. Okay? 2 victims, a 16-year-old boy and a 16-year-old woman, were treated. There we go. People who was shot? Teenagers. Here we go again. The 41 injured in New Jersey shooting. Why do we see the 41 on this car? On this police car. Then you got the 9/11. You see, they got their stamps everywhere, family. And we are blind. We are the blind cattle which they see. They call us blind cattle, family. Do you understand what I'm saying? The 9/11, and you got the 1 and 1, which the Twin Towers stood together. 1 and 1, which is, it looked like 11. The 2 towers was tall. They was the same height. They was side by side like 11, and you got 9/11 right there, family. And 4 times 1 is 44, and 44 also talks about. We're going to look at that momentarily. So we're going down to Jersey. There you go to 44 and 41. This one's supposed to happen in Columbus, Ohio. Your 4, 4. Then you got the 4, 1. Okay. In New Jersey. All right. And look. So 2 dead, 12 injured after New Jersey house party shooting at what? 2-1. Come on, people. You see that? 2 dead, 12 injured. And what time did it happen? 2:12. 2:12. That's perfectly put together. 12. 1 subtract 12 is what? 11. 12. 1 subtract 12 is 11. And 4, 1, or let's break it down like this. You got 4. 2 times 4 is 8. There go your 4, and there go your 1 a.m. when the young men went in shooting at 0-Day. Okay, a house party. Gunfire erupted, killing at least 2 people and wounded a dozen more. A man and a woman were killed in the shooting, police said, and at least 12 people, more people were shot, right? At what? 11:50. Here it is, people. Here it is. There go 11 right there, right? Take 1 from 11. That's what? 40. And when did they say they was going? Watch this. When did these men, these 2 young men, when did they put up stating why they was going to kill the people at the school? 11 what? 40 p.m. Here it is. 11:40 p.m. 1 subtract 5 is 40. 11:40 p.m. and at 11:40 a.m. the gunman went in and started killing those young elementary students. Okay, let's go down. South Carolina. 1 subtract 3 is what? 12. There go your 11 right there. And there go your 3. 3 times 11 is the 33rd degree number. Okay? And shooting happened in North Charleston, South Carolina. Saturday night. Left what? 14-year-old dead. And 13 others wounded. Here it is. They go to 4 and 1, people. 4 times 1 is what? They go your 44 again, just like the cop car. You got your 11, 4 times 1, 44 times 1, 44. You're 4 and 1. Okay? You're 4 and 1. You're 4 and 1. You're 4 and 1. Come on, family. All right? So you're 4 and 1. Died and 13 others wounded. 4 times 2 is what? 8. There go your 1 and your 4. 8:41 a.m. What time did that young man go in there and start shooting the people in 0 day? 8:41. What time did the young man go in there and start killing those elementary kids? 11:40. What time did they say they was gonna kill people? At 11:40 p.m. There go your 11. There go your 11 right there. And there go your 4, right? 1 subtract 1 is 0, 11:40. And your 8:41. There go your 3 and 1 again, or 40. Okay? There go your 40 again. All right? 3 plus 4 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. There go your 8:40 I'm sorry. 4 times 3 is what? It's 12, right? Subtract 1. There go your 11, right? There go your 11. And there go your 40 p.m. 11:40 p.m. 3 plus 1 is 4. There go your 11:40 p.m. right there. Texas, 4. Why 4? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Then there go your 9/11. There go your 11 right there. Okay? 4, 4, 4, 4, people. My gosh. This is amazing. Look, we can go on. There go your 6. There go your 4. This is Jersey. We can go on. Let's go out of here. Okay? This happened in June 13, 2022. Click on that. 11 people killed and dozens wounded. My goodness. It kind of reminds you what happened in 2021, right? 20 wounded, 12 mass shootings. 1 subtract 1 is 11, right? But then you had 12 mass shootings. Let's go back. 11 people killed and dozen. There's a 12. 12 people wounded. All right? Look at this. You see this? 11 people killed and dozens. Watch this. 11 people were killed and dozens were wounded in mass shootings. Right? And when did this happen? This happened June the 13th. Okay? So on the heels of 2 prominent massacres last month, watch this. One at an upstate New York supermarket, and another at a South Texas elementary school. 12 mass shootings were recorded between when? Friday and Sunday. 12 mass shootings were recorded between Friday and Sunday. Does this sound like we just read that before? We read that over here in 2021. At 2021, there were at least 12 mass shootings across the U.S. this weekend. There were 12 mass shootings between Friday night and Sunday night. Let's go back over here. You see that? Watch this. 12 mass shootings were recorded between Friday and Sunday, according to Gun Violence Archive. Watch this. So, and when was this? June 13, 2022. And when was this? When did this happen? This happened May the 24th, 2021.
I used to call the Patriot Act the Concentration and Control of Cash Flow Act. And this is a very similar process. You're trying to dramatically centralize economic and political control. So let me give you an example. We have 100 small businesses on Main Street in a community. You declare them non-essential, shut them down. Suddenly Amazon and Walmart and the big box stores can come in and take away all the market share. In the meantime, the people on Main Street have to keep paying off their credit cards or their mortgage. So they're in a debt entrapment. And they're desperate to get cash flow to cover basically their debts and their day-to-day expenses. In the meantime, you have the Federal Reserve institute a form of quantitative easing where they're buying corporate bonds, and the guys who are taking up the market share can basically finance at 0 to 1%, or their banks can at 0 to 1%, when everybody in Main Street is paying 16 to 17% on their credit cards without income.